Yeah. Peace, fam. Right back at you with another video. And I just want to touch on this real quick, man. So I've been going through some of the comments, man, and some of the things I've been seeing is, man, it's crazy, man. But I want to just let Black America know that this is not an attack. When I speak about ADOS and FBA, I am not attacking Black America. I am only speaking about some of the onslaught, the negative onslaught on Black Caribbeans that's being spewed out by these organizations. I'm not attacking them. I'm just pointing out some of the things that I see that's wrong. That's it. Matter of fact, I'm a dark-skinned dude, man. I'm black as can be. You know what I'm saying? I'm a black dude. My parents was born in the Caribbean. I was raised out here in LA. So I was raised in LA gang culture. I went through everything, the typical black man go through, because don't nobody know who you are until you say who you are. So I can say, nobody know I'm Caribbean because I'm born out here. You know what I'm saying? So my ideology is out here. You know what I'm saying? So I've been beat up by the police, my tooth knocked out by the police, been in jail, been in the gang culture, did all that stuff, been shot, all that stuff I went through. So I know what it is to be a black man in America, man. So I'm not attacking Black America because I would be attacking myself. You know what I mean? My wife is ADOS, full ADOS. You know what I'm saying? I hate saying that ADOS shit, but this is, I'm only saying this so you guys can understand where I'm coming from, because this is the language you guys speak now over this internet situation. But so my wife, so my kids are half whatever American, Black American. You know what I mean? So I would not be speaking against that. That'd be crazy to be speaking against that, or you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that some of the ideology that a lot of these organizations came up with is very, very wrong. And going after talking about black immigrants will not solve zero problems. You know what I mean? And some of the things that I've been seeing is, we built this country and you guys don't have it cracking over there. I mean, just a lot of crazy things that you can just tell that these people are speaking out of emotion, because they don't know no history or no research and why that every black country around the planet is in poverty. Every black country. The only blacks that live in wealth are blacks that live under the European government. And that's blacks in America, blacks in Europe, blacks in places like Australia, where all the white people systems are. That's where blacks are living in wealth. Outside of that, blacks are not living in wealth, and it's a reason for that. It's not because they don't have it popping. We got to understand the UCC codes. When Constantine came up with the UCC codes, and they figured out a way to control the trade market. We got to understand that. And they already knew if they can control the world trade, they can control every country on how it's built or how it even grows. They can control that. And if they see that you're getting out of control, they will send their people in there to infiltrate it, and they will sanction your country. They can sanction the trade if they see that you're doing too well. This is why all black countries around the planet are doing bad. It has nothing to do with them being under or they have no knowledge, or they're not strong enough, and blacks in America built this country and all this crazy stuff. You know what I mean? This is crazy, man. And that's all I'm addressing. I'm addressing that blacks shouldn't be proud of saying that they were slaves and contributed to this country as cotton pickers. You know what I mean? As cotton pickers. It is just like the European right now, how they're on the move, or they're seeking new revenues by going around the world, and now their new commodity is oil. That's how they get most of their money now. They get their money through oil, just like how we added on to their wealth with picking cotton. That's how they got rich. You know what I mean? That's how the United States got rich got richer because they was already wealthy. And that's all I'm trying to bring to black people attention, is that this ideology they thinking is very, very wrong. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying go outside of the United States, because black people in the United States are owed everything for that free labor. But to go around saying that, oh, you guys don't have nothing popping at your country, like if blacks were over here and they have their own system and they created this from ground up themselves, the banking, the U.S. Treasury and the IRS and all this stuff that no blacks even control, and to say that, to shun other black people around the world knowing the situation is shameful, man. This is pathetic. This is all I'm saying. It has nothing to do with me trying to undermine or whatever, all these things that you're making up in your head. And I'm just talking about these organizations. It seems like it's just hate. It's hate. It's the hating culture, man. You know what I mean? Can't even get along with each other, man. But yet you want to turn on other people and then talk bad about them and say that they're after you. When right now we can clearly see there's no organizations, these made up organizations that they come up with, and saying that the Caribbeans and these other people try to undermine them. But where's the organizations that's doing that? We have organizations that's Black American. We have many organizations that's spewing up and spewing the same rhetoric and blaming other people for the hardships that black people go through in America. And that's a shame, man. That is a shame. And we look at the numbers, and when you look at the numbers, man, you will see that Black Caribbeans and Africans are only about 3 million. 4 million at the most. And within that 4 million is thousands of different groups that don't even deal with each other. You guys are coming up in your head like if these groups are together and they all teaming up to undermine black people. That's false, man. That's some made up shit in your head, man. And you guys only say certain things to make yourself feel better. We built this country. Why you guys don't have it popping over there? We did. Come on, man. You guys are under a whole European system. At least those countries over there are independent completely, man. This is why I say that black people are scared to the biggest fear of black people is to leave the European. Because they see how they see how the diaspora is. They say, look, man, around the world, shit, no black country around the world is doing well. And then black people got the nerve to say, well, look at us over here. Look at us over here. And we already know if another country right now was created and the same scenario happened with slavery, and they took some blacks from wherever you want to say, because now blacks are saying they're indigenous, so I don't know what empires and all that stuff, I don't know what they want to claim now. They want to say if they Mayans and they want to say they was an Aztec, I don't know, but now they're starting to claim indigenous. So it's just so much different things that these organizations it's too much false teaching going on the internet that people are so confused now. We are more confused than ever, especially when it comes to history. We don't know what to believe. So, like I was saying, if this same scenario happened in a different country, say, I'm gonna say Antarctica. Say that Europeans got slaves in Antarctica and all this same scenario happened. They grab some slaves and they take them to Antarctica. They make them work for free, you know what I'm saying? And then they establish that as a country. And then 400 or 500 years later, those slaves are telling other people from the diaspora that they built that country. That look at their country as being poor and in poverty, and why they can't build their country up, why they got to come over here. when America is a wealth building country. This is why the world come over here. Nothing is American, not even the Treasury, not even the IRS, not even the banking system. So we got to understand how this whole country was established. It was established through different ethnic groups coming together and coming over here. Because when you look at the European empire with the queen at the time, they had control of that whole region. Italy, Spain. That's why Christopher Columbus was a Spaniard that came over here. He was under the rulership of the queen. So there was already different countries dealing with each other coming over here to America. And when they split up, the Spaniards took more west and south of America, which now you see mostly all those Spanish countries south of the border, and they speak Spanish for a reason, because they was also colonized. And then you had the Portuguese all through those regions, which went past Central America and all the way down into Brazil. And then the white European, stayed in the north and they controlled the north. But they had the most ties to the queen. So this is how they end up more wealthy than anybody else, because it was slavery in the Central America, the Caribbean, and all that. But they let those slaves go way before they let the American slaves go. So we want to say that America, blacks built America by working for free labor. It was also free labor in Brazil. It was also free labor in Colombia and all those other places where blacks at. But those countries didn't get rich as America. And there's a reason for that. Because those countries went fully independent before exiting out using the queen money. But America didn't. America kept ties to Europe. So this is mostly the wealth from Europe that we're seeing. And slavery contributed to that wealth that we see. And we got to understand, like I said before, man, we are under foreign entities. Places like, people like Elon Musk, Tesla. That been happening since hundreds of years ago. People been coming over that's rich, and they expand their business in America. Most of these businesses in America are foreign entity, are owned by foreign entities. Partnership with foreign entities, Walmart, all these big corporations. So we got to understand what's going on around the planet before people start saying, why y'all don't have it cracking over there? Y'all come over here and then this is crazy, man. That's a mental illness right there. To say something like that, knowing that you're under a European ran government. And that if these Europeans didn't step foot on America, would the US be the US? Would blacks in America would have created this country like this? And why no blacks around the world created a country that's rich? But I broke that down to you earlier and told you why. With Constantine and the UCC codes. So I broke that down earlier. Go do your research, man, with the UCC codes, and then you will understand why a lot of these countries are poor, the darker people around the planet, and why the 1% controls the world. Stop talking with emotion, man.
Start doing more research before you talk. Stop making it seem like you're better because you live under a wealthy country. Listen to what I say, because you don't control nothing here. Zero, nothing. The very fact that you're fighting for justice shows what you control here. The very fact that you're fighting for fair treatment shows how you're treated here. But then turn around and say, look at you guys. Look how you guys are living. You guys come over here to a known wealth building country like everybody else. And I also want to touch on this, man. With the Latinos, a lot of those people, a lot of those illegal immigrants that came over here in the 80s, man, those kids, they had kids that got kids. Those people are citizens, man. They here to stay. This is another disillusion that's going on. They think that these people are immigrants or something. These people are here to stay. They are citizens. They have kids that had kids. The Mexicans in LA are here to stay. They're not going nowhere. No matter how you talk about immigration and all that stuff, they're not going nowhere. It is for nothing. It's just a waste of breath.